Don't miss it. Wednesday night.
Here comes Tony Douglas. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, Jones is out there with Marion. Then there's Harris. Then there's Perkins. And it's Dellavedova in at the one spot. Good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's Dellavedova.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high-revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore, so it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
Douglas dishes to Fredette, and another three for New Orleans.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Dellavedova kicks to Harris. Harris missing again. And Steve, you mentioned the new luxury tax, and Clark and I talk about it all the time. It's an incremental system. Clark, you know, it starts at 150% and above the $15 million over the cap. The tax is 325%.
And Kevin, that's before you get into the repeater penalties. If a team pays the luxury tax 4 out of 5 seasons in a row, you tack on another 100%. Those numbers could even affect big market teams.
Count the bucket.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Now, here is Fredette, guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 6. Douglas for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Such a solid performance for them inside. The rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
The shot by Marion, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Marion with the double team. Cunningham passes to Withy. New Orleans moving the ball around. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Marion. Drills it from outside.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Babbitt dishes to Withy. Ball's knocked loose. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And finished off by Perkins.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And the shot is good. And so here's Cleveland. Here's Dellavedova. Harris outside. His three-pointers off the mark. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Offensive rebound. Withy kicks to Douglas. Rejected by Jones. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Cavaliers ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. 19.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
They had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting in this game 45%. Dishes it to Babbitt.
You know, an interesting study came out recently that argued that steals are really undervalued, not just because they create high percentage scoring opportunities at the other end, but also there just aren't that many players who really excel in that area.
Here's Harris. And it's good, assisting on the play with Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 3rd assist on the night. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Fredette. No luck. Good work defensively by Marion.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
To the middle. Here's Babbitt. Fredette kicks to Douglas. Now Fredette. Shot from 12. And he overshot that one, missing. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 15-5 run here. Jones, no luck. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Douglas with it, picked up by Harris. There's a good screen. The feed to Douglas. He dishes it to Withey. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. To the inside. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Fredette, the pass to Withey. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, the NBA continues to get better at analyzing data and charting game results. It shouldn't surprise you that players shoot better off the catch than they do off the dribble. It's a big reason passing and ball movement tends to be more effective than one-on-one isolation play.
Here's Fredette. He feeds it to Cunningham. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
That was embarrassing.
And Clark, you mentioned the value of passing over isolation basketball. The term has even arisen for that one-man approach. They call it, Steve, hero ball.
Yeah, I think Doc Rivers may have made up that phrase. I love it. It's so true. You can't win with hero ball. You really have to share the basketball. The game is meant to be played with 5 players moving, passing, cutting, and sharing the ball, creating good shots for each other.
The 3 from Fredette, and another 3 for New Orleans.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Here's Dellavedova. He kicks to Harris. Lets it go with the 3. And it's good, assisting on the play with Dellavedova.
Clearly, he's shaken off that cold shooting performance of the first half.
New Orleans has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Douglas. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Mike Miller's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Jintz has checked in.
20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
Miller outside, picked off in midair. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Fredette's running.
You heard talk last year of the NBA perhaps considering adding a 4-pointer as a shot. Something you only really see in celebrity games for charity. And it would certainly have had a huge impact if it was implemented, but I think that would be a reach, folks. Let's stay with the 3-pointer.
For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. And Marion gets it to go on the assist by Harris. 6 points for Marion.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Here's Fredette. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing him around physically at this point. Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Kicks to Ajinça. And here's Fredette. Pass to Ajinça. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Perkins got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep. Rebounded by Douglas. Well for New Orleans, shooting in this game, 45%. The dish to Cunningham. To the inside, Marion with the steal. And oh, here we go. Marion, nobody back. And the jumper off target to finish the break.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
He had a nice open look right there.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
They have been really controlling this one.
Well, now's not the time to get complacent, though, Kevin. You've got to continue to put your foot on the gas pedal.
It's blocked. Here's Babbitt. Cunningham dishes it to Douglas. That's a 2 from Babbitt. That's good with a Douglas assist. And so here's Cleveland. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Fires the 3. And it's Shawn Marion again missing.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Launches it. Douglas can't hit.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Miller outside. And that one's good.
It's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Cunningham. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, guys, you talk about the growth of the game internationally, but different time zones can make it a challenge for other countries to enjoy the game live. You look at China, for instance, a growing market for the game, but they're 12 hours ahead of East Coast time and 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. But if you're a junkie for hoops, I guess you'll adjust to the time zone.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Fredette.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
you.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
In an up-and-down season series, tonight's victory marks the final battle of the year between these two teams. They end up finishing with a 2-1 winning record against the Pelicans.
Oh my God.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Smith. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see he was a difference maker.
And Marion gets it to go. And Commissioner Silver raising the possibility that the NBA might consider tweaking starting times to reach more people in China.
Well, tough to make that work. I mean, I think a featured Saturday night game on the West Coast could translate to a Sunday morning matinee in China, so that might be the best way to do it.
Here's Pondexter. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lets it go from deep. And it's Shawn Marion again missing. New Orleans has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. A nice shot by Pondexter. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dellavedova. Harris outside. Fires from deep. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have.
Thank you, Kevin.